Hello, Westra.
Hello.
Do you have a package? Today we're doing an unboxing. Yeah. Just doing the generic Twitch streamer thing. What if she doesn't find it funny? It's gonna be mortifying live. A kitty. McLeod is huge now.
Oh my god, this thing's taped. What? That is the best tape bag I've ever encountered.
I guess maybe they did it for discretion. I don't know. No chat. I did not send Westra a dildo. Close.
Nice! It's a dick fucking ice cube.
Dick-shaped ice cube.
Oh my god! Oh my god, girl! Oh! Look at that! And you have a little filler, just in case it doesn't have enough in it.
That's always the problem. When you don't have enough filled in there, you could just pump it up. It's modern solutions.
That's my new ice cube.
Ta-da!
Put it right up to the camera so we can see.
Can you see it? And look. So I don't have to do extra work. It's a little funnel. In case it can't get full.
Well, they have pills for that now.
You can you can also, I think you don't just have to make ice cubes with it, you can make chocolate. It can be used as a chocolate mold, a jello mold, you know?
Oh my god, you're getting cleaner mashed potatoes. Thank you, that cheered me up. I was just enraged. What is behind me? I was just enraged. Because I've been going through clocks that are 15 minutes wrong. And my son has known about that. But I did not. Now I do. So sorry about that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. I love it. Thank you so much. Very thoughtful. Made my day
Awesome.
now.
We've started doing this now on the start of the streams. It's like swag o'clock before we get going. If anybody's got any like swag they want to share with the chat. Like good time lemonade. Yum yum.
It's going to bring a whole new dimension to iced tea.
I can't wait. Next session, you'll have to have an iced tea with one.
I will.
Oh my god.
I'll be spicy vanilla and have two.
I feel like I need one as well. I might order one for me and we could just match.
Yeah, that's good. I really appreciate that. That's very thoughtful. Thank you.
No worries. Okay, so last session, do we remember what happened? It's been a couple of weeks.
I got to climb walls.
You got to climb
There were
walls.
undead.
There's undead, yeah.
I was in
remember we
Bucktown.
We're not gonna have a good time.
Not gonna have a good time.
We're going to have a great time.
So, for everybody
I
who...
look like I have a witch's hat.
So everybody new who may be watching, the group is doing a traditional dungeon crawl at the moment. They do have an NPC with them at the moment in the form of Galu, who is the Doctor's kobold brother, who is a sorcerer. Allegedly. I didn't get anything for my voice. I completely forgot. Never mind. And they, so far, have encountered a death's kiss and have now found some old drow ruins deep in the Underdark. And they were set upon by a large amount of undead so far, all the while feeling like they were being watched. When Kyrios ran round the corner chasing after some undead that he had turned, he ran into what looks like a beholder's skull. So, that is where we will pick up.
Sure, it looks like a cauldron. You can send it.
Maybe I can have a nice conversation with him.
So, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Why did I do that? Okay, so we were at the start of round 5. And Galu, who is liberal on this map, goes first. Did you, by any chance, Mr. Go, if you could remind me, did you yell out when you ran into what you've run into?
No, I haven't had time yet, and everybody else is quite far behind me.
Yeah.
I feel like I would have to back up to do so.
Okay, so Galu does not know where you have gone. And he's going to have a look around and see if everybody else seems to be relatively unharmed. So he's just going to mainly tag along by his brother going, Where did Kyrios go, brother? Which brings us on to Sir Pinch's turn. Sir Pinch is currently riding Mr. Goat.
So he's just going to hold an action.
Okay.
Since he's staying with Kyrios, and he's going to attack the first hostile that enters his range.
Okay. Very good. Okay. So this one is currently turned. Just gonna run up here. Oh no, I turned the turned off, did I not? Once he reached that creature.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
stopped
it did.
running when they...
Okay, so this time he's coming back towards you. And he is gonna have to dash. And do no more. You hear a laughter as the large, unseemly skull will make its way towards you. Let me check this. Okay. It's gonna move 20 feet that way. Can I place the cone? I would love to place the cone. Bear with me. I have to turn public roles back on. It's a big cone, this. Bear with me. That'll do. Okay. Obviously, if everyone can see that cone, you can't see that cone. It is, in fact, invisible. It's just for my reference more than anything.
I don't like what you're referencing.
Okay.
Could you maybe unreference?
So, nope, I will not unreference 3 of those.
Mr. Silk Spicy today.
Choosing 1 to 3 times. Okay, so I'm going to roll a d10. That's number 3. So, one of the many strange floating red eyes around this creature points towards you, Mr. Goat. Please make a wisdom saving throw. Oh, he saves. Okay. Another d10. Okay. Another one comes up, shooting something else in your direction. Make a dexterity saving throw, please.
With advantage. We're still...
Oh, that's right.
You're
the,
still hasted, yes. So roll that again. Better. Much better. Okay. Can you withstand a third one? With the third one being... We re-roll because that's a repeat. One of those. Another one comes up. Please make a dexterity saving throw with advantage again. Okay. So. You feel your joints lock up and everything begins to harden as you suddenly feel yourself turning to stone. You are classed as restrained at this point. I didn't mean to draw another cone. Hold on. If I could actually fucking click the thing. And then find the condition of restrained. There we go. But you do get to repeat this at the end of your turns, so you can maybe stop yourself turning into stone. So yeah, as you run into the monstrosity that is before you round the corner, one ray comes out at you. You manage to get out of the way of it. The second one comes, you leap out the way. But as you leap out the way, it shoots its third one at you as you begin petrifying. So, and that is all it is going to do this turn. Westra, you've heard strange noises coming around the corner from where Kyrios has gone, but you've not heard Kyrios himself. You just know he ran around the corner and you've heard the strange emanations of magical sounds.
So just a point, I still have almost an hour of what he casts on me. It lasts for an hour and I only use it for a few minutes, and I don't know if that's hastes me or...
It's a magical weapon, so your bow is +1.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna... as soon as I would hear something odd, I would go... I'm gonna cast Pass with Trace. Without Trace on all of us.
Okay.
It's an odd sound. But I wouldn't really know that anything's wrong, so...
Okay.
And I think I was right behind him. He was faster than me, but...
He was hasted and he did run off. Yeah.
So...
He went full Mr. Goat. Don't run!
Yeah. Which I'm used to that.
Okay.
But yeah, that's what I would do, is pass without trace, and then hustle hustle to follow him. I would follow him.
Alright, we got 35.
This is your torch, by the way. I need to give the doctor back his light source. There you go.
It's at the corner, right there. We're out.
Hold on. For the chat,
Yeah, that's fine.
I need to bring the spectator down so the chat can see.
I would get closer to the wall if I can, because I have, so I could climb up on the ceiling if I need to.
Okay, so Westra, as you... Oh, where are you moving to? You're not moving there?
He's directing me. I apologize.
I'm woman-splaining.
You're woman-splaining. Okay,
Yeah,
so
there we go.
from where you are, you don't quite see Mr. Goat just yet, off in the darkness. I will say roll in a pass without a trace. Is it your intention to try not to be seen by whatever's round this corner?
Yes.
Go ahead and make
Since
a
it was
stealth.
an odd noise,
Yeah.
and I know that there are a lot of undead here.
Yeah, go ahead and make a
But that
stealth.
would also
Yeah.
benefit the whole group.
Go ahead and make a stealth check for me. Because we'll class this as a hide action as a bit of a bonus thing. Okay. Thank you. I will roll one of these. Okay, thank you. I
That
don't
should
normally
be a
roll.
hidden roll, right?
Yeah, I don't normally roll those in the open, but meh.
Anything else?
So that's one action. Can I move?
He's maxed out.
I've maxed out everything.
And you use your action against this.
Yeah, that's all then. That's all I can do right now.
Okay. Silk, again, similar kind of thing. You've heard noises, but you've not heard from Mr. Goat as he's gone round the corner.
Okay. Well, first thing I'm doing, because I got a very rude awakening, is I'm finally casting, mage armor.
Okay.
And I think I have to manually. Oh, I'm not allowed to do that anymore.
Okay, we'll start on that turn.
I used to be able to edit my AC. Can no longer do that.
We'll just mentally keep note that your AC is what it should be, or I can hold on. Do. There you go.
Oh, perfect. Wonderful. And, okay. I think, I would have noticed Westra casting Pass Without Trace.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Hide is an action, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I've already used my action, so I'm not doing that. I'm gonna scooch
I will
forward a
say,
little bit.
I will say for the purposes of this round, I'm more than happy to allow a sneaky hide action. For,
Okay.
for rule of cool. For the fact that you guys don't know where he's gone and you're a bit nervous because there's no sound.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna make a stealth roll then.
Yeah.
If that's alright.
And you get to add, you get to obviously add 10 to it as well for the pass without a trace.
Let me do that.
Oh, which hat and a cat.
Oh,
Whoa!
that's a delicious roll.
Yeah, because you got 28, 34. Okay, so let me just hold the stealth rolls here. Restaurant 28, silk 34.
And I suppose I'm gonna scooch forward just a little bit. I'm gonna be staying in range of Westra's Pass Without Trace. Her bubble isn't directly on top of her anymore, but it's what is it, 20 feet from her?
Believe pass without a trace works with a 20 feet range. No, 30-foot radius from her.
Oh, 30 foot.
Yeah.
In that case, I'm gonna move
In fact, I will
right
move.
there.
I will move the template with her because then you'll know the range you have to work with.
Oh.
There you go.
Wonderful. I'll stay within that range. I'm gonna move right here.
Okay, so you see Mr. Goat, who, with an undead soldier running towards him, appears to be struggling to move, almost creaking and jerking in his joints, desperately trying to move and turn to come back to you, but seemingly unable to do so.
Wait, are you attempting to return to us? What does it look like to you dealing with this petrification?
So, we had already talked in case I was a few minutes late.
Yeah.
My plan was to immediately return to you guys and tell you what
Okay,
it was.
you are
and
trying
check
to
if
get back.
anybody needed healing.
Yeah,
Okay.
because you can't see what he's seen, but
Okay.
So that's what it would look like, is me attempting what she described, me attempting
Okay.
to turn around.
Okay. I don't have any more actions to do. I'm gonna
Yeah.
just relay that information to everyone.
to the group quickly. Okay. Okay. Doctor, you are now aware that Mr. Goat's in trouble.
Hang on, let's see. Smart. 40.
Have your light source ready to go. There you go. Okay, the question is now, do you see what he sees? Imagine so. Oh, not quite. Not quite.
I have dark vision. Does that make a difference?
I'm clicking on you now with your dark vision and you can't see it. It's just out of range.
Light misses.
Oh boy.
Mr. Goat's dark vision is pretty out there. He very much sees it. Yeah, I
Oh,
believe.
yeah, you have like 120 feet, don't you?
Yeah, he's literally 10 feet out of range of your dark vision, so... Not that you'd know that, that's just some metagame information I shouldn't have
Right,
given
I
you,
gotcha.
because I drop the DM
So-
screen on a regular basis.
I heard Mr. Goat's in trouble. I come running,
You see, again, what was described. Yeah.
like stiff and staggered.
Stiff, trying to move.
As a doctor, do I recognize this as like paralysis or petrification?
Make a medicine roll for me. Medicine or investigation, whichever, or perception, whichever is higher. I don't mind. Pick one, whatever you feel.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay. You hear, as he's trying to move, imagine grindstones grinding on each other. That is what it sounds like. You recognize that petrification is starting to set in Mr. Goat's bones.
Shit. Okay, so fuck. In that case, I am going to cast Vortex Warp on Mr. Goat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's gonna be...
What the hell? Why would it burn 3 slots? Okay, no, it's telling me. All right, got it.
Okay.
Well, this is gonna answer a question.
Tell them to succeed.
And the goal is to pull him back to basically... How far can I move him? 30 feet.
Is 60 or 30?
90 feet.
90 feet. Okay. So I'm going to attempt to bring him. Ooh.
back to the fold.
back there 60 feet. So
Yeah.
where my cursor is right here.
Mr. Goat, would you go willingly with this vortex warp? Yeah. So ping to me where he is.
Right diagonally down
From
where
Galu.
fucking Galu is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. And because Sir Pinch is mounting him, Sir Pinch is there too.
That is the question I wanted to know.
Yes.
This is interesting. I can work with this.
Okay.
So if you teleport a thing that something else is mounted, the mounted thing goes with it.
In this kit situation, I'd definitely say so. Yeah.
Oh.
It would be strange if because Sir Pinch is such a tiny creature, it would be weird if he didn't come. However, if you had two medium creatures on each other's shoulders, like two raccoons in a coat, right? One will go, the other will not.
So as long as one is one size lower than the other.
No, I would say it has to be like two sizes lower.
Two sizes lower.
Yeah, because you couldn't put the Doctor on Mr. Goat's shoulders and do the same thing. Because the Doctor is a small... Are you a small creature, Doctor? I believe so.
Yeah, I'm like 2.5 feet
Yeah,
tall or something.
he's classed as a small creature. But he's still heavy
But
enough.
if we cast Reduce on him, he
And
would
make it-
then be two sizes
If you
lower.
made him tiny, then yes.
Don't make me tiny. That would make me very upset.
I just really like the idea of
I'd be
seeing
very
somebody
upset.
fly in on a dragon, and then me just vortex warping the dragon 5 feet to the left.
I missed a drink.
I need to sneeze.
So, okay, here's what the Doctor's doing at this point.
Okay.
He's out of breath, obviously, as far as he could sprint in this amount of time. So he
Yeah.
can't move any further.
Nope.
He's used his action.
Yeah.
I'm going to focus literally on Kyrios. I'm going to watch him.
Okay.
What I'm waiting for is his final saving throw,
Okay.
to which I'm going to do Flash of Genius.
Okay. Well,
So-
you can keep
and-
on top of that because he will announce, obviously, doing his saving throws and stuff. So
Right, it's a reaction, so I
yeah.
just want to be able to let you know ahead of time why I'm going to be interrupting you all.
Yeah. On a success, the effect ends. On a failure. Okay, so yeah, so literally, he only gets one on the end of his next turn. If he fails it, he turns to stone.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, which, saying that, brings us to Mr. Goat's turn. You are currently restrained, but you have been vortex warped more out of harm's way than you were. However, your joints are feeling stiffer. You're struggling to move. Sir Pinch is tapping you. I don't know if you can do anything else whilst you are restrained, action-wise, other than make the saving throw.
Yeah, 'cause I wouldn't be able to do movement,
Mm-hmm.
do anything with a somatic component.
Mm-hmm.
By your ruling, am I able to speak?
Yes, you're still able to speak at this time.
It's Undead Beholderkin. I can't move.
Crap.
And you can add +3.
Yeah, so you're watching, you provide that flash of genius towards Mr. Goat. And yes, it's a... And you still get... I don't... Does he still get advantage if he's, like, restrained?
It's a saving throw.
It's still hasted,
He's still hasted.
Mhm.
so it would cancel out to a normal.
It
roll.
would cancel out to a normal roll, yeah. If you weren't hasted, you'd be at disadvantage. But it's a not straight dexterity saving throw. With +3.
We get 10% dexterity bonus with Pass Without Trace, if that helps.
Oh! Oh, is that an ability or saving throw, though? Hold on, I'm doing it on the wrong screen. I didn't mean to
Oh,
say
it just says 10% bonus to dexterity stealth checks. So it has to
yeah,
do with
so it's
that.
not the save, unfortunately.
Yeah, I know.
So just a straight deck save.
Yeah, +3.
Come on, Mr. Goat.
I
Nailed
didn't
it.
even see what it rolled.
So were they 12? Or an 11, rather?
I will say, can I just ask point of order? That really, the description of Pass Without Trace that I'm reading in the description, it looks like it's dexterity and stealth checks,
Yeah.
which means that he would get a +10 bonus to his dexterity check.
But he's done a dex save, not a check.
But it's an it's an innate in
Yeah.
his body.
So, those of you who can see Mr. Goat, you watch as his form completely turns to white alabaster stone.
God. This is terrible.
I'm sorry, Mr. Goat.
Oh boy.
Okay. Doctor, you see another undead soldier run back down towards you. Galu, seeing this happen, I don't think he has anything to fix petrification.
Don't you need greater restoration?
You need... greater restoration or other magic.
Yeah, it's greater restoration or cure paralysis if you guys still have that, but we don't have a cleric. So we're taking his ass back to town.
Yeah, I got nothing.
It's that, or perhaps the DM put ways of fixing this in this map. Just saying.
I don't know how to work with that without meta knowledge.
Mm-mm.
No. I'm like, wait,
Yeah.
I can't. Because the doctor's first impulse is going to be to call a full retreat and drag him back to a temple.
Yeah, I'm on the same page here.
There's no way that, like, I'm not going to trust that the cure for petrification is somewhere in this dungeon on a hunch.
No, Wester's in a panic. She
Yeah.
has no way of helping in any way. We got 2 others now, huh?
Yeah, he's our tank.
The light, I know. The light means I can see him. That's what I was. And he can't move on his own. We could strap him to my broom and hover him.
Mm-hmm.
What?
I don't know what's wrong. Ooh, a 20.
How much does Curios weigh?
How much does Kyrios weigh?
What is going on here?
With armor and everything, I'd say like
Yes.
somewhere around 280, 300.
That's not good.
Galu will round the corner and shoot out a literal ray of sunlight. Taking
Nice.
down at least one of the undead.
Used to call that move the microwave.
He will shout to you, Doctor, saying, "Brother, we should take Mr. Goat and leave."
I couldn't agree more.
I'm on the same page.
Da, 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 da. Oops. Sir Pinch, he is not made of stone. He is currently standing on a stone, Mr. Goat.
I think that he would stay with Mr. Goat in an attempt to defend him.
Okay.
Same held action. That is his most noble purpose. Defend the goat.
Doctor, you now see it. Oh, he's gone.
The cat's freaking out. We don't know why. Wow. Oh, you can see it. He can see it. Is that for everybody or just the doctor? Just curious,
Galu can see it. Silk can see it. The doctor can see it. You can see it as well because it's in the light range of the doctor.
Okay. Okay.
The big
Wow, I'm not
skull
happy
with
with
one eye floating towards your group.
Oh.
And it will try and knock these out as quickly as I can. So I'm just gonna roll out which ones I'm doing first. No, re-roll. 9. 7. So 1 is this one towards the doctor. Which you now see it. You are back. Yeah. Please make a wisdom saving throw. As one ray shoots in your direction. Nicely done.
The only time I've ever made a wisdom saving throw.
Number 9 is going to be towards Galu.
Oh boy.
See dexterity saving throw. Okay, succeeds. No damage taken. Galu also gets away with it. And the last one is coming at you, Mr. Silk.
Oh, am I no longer hidden?
Oh, yeah, you are hidden. That's my bad. Sorry, I completely forgot. Thank you for reminding me. Okay, this one's coming towards the doctor. And this one is a wisdom saving throw.
Motherfucking sleep ray and another wisdom saving
You're
throw.
gonna fall asleep again?
Oh lordy.
Come on.
Oh,
shit.
I'll fall asleep and remain unconscious for 1 minute. Okay, so you unfortunately, yeah, fall unconscious asleep. So I will put you in some Zeds. Boo, boo, boo. And also prone as you fall down and go for a nap. But you'll be glad to know that is the end of its turn. Westra. Mr. Goat is stone. The doctor is asleep. It hasn't appeared to notice you or Silk.
I'm pissed off now. So, I'm going to, if I have to move to get into range, I will. But I'm going to run up within range and cast my 20-foot web right on him from my cloak.
Okay.
Do you have the range on that?
I don't. It's up.
We can
didn't
add the web spell to a sheet in here dead quick. Because the cloak allows you to cast just web, right, as a flat spell, at least
Yes.
once per long rest.
A 20-foot cube.
Oh, well, in that case.
And if it's not anchored between two walls, then it falls right on them.
There we go. So I'll add that as a spell into your sheet, which will make it easier. That should be there now.
Thank you.
Yeah, web is there. But that won't consume a spell slot. I will try and fix it just now for you. Edit.
Is it an action?
Hold on. Just making sure it doesn't consume anything. That'll just don't tell it not to consume a spell slot. And it'll be fine. So, that goes 60 feet. Yeah, so you would need to move up for that to reach the thing.
Honestly, these days you would roll up.
Yeah, so 60 feet. You would have to be like here. Yeah, that'll do it. And then you can place your measure template on there. It will make a dex saving throw. Ah! It failed!
The spell failed?
Both of
No.
them need to roll.
Oh. And this one.
Yay!
No, the death tyrant failed and got caught.
Hooray!
This, however, the undead soldier succeeded.
He's a dexterous little shy guy.
But despite the fact that the skull creature is hovering, as you throw this web spell out towards it from your cloak, it almost looks like the silvery embroidery on your cloak springs forward and towards the creature.
That's so cool.
It seems to manage to get somewhat caught and kind of comes closer to the ground as it's caught in the stickiness of this web.
Okay, so then I have another action.
You do?
Well, let's see, one action.
You got any bonus
Oh, no, I
actions?
don't. So, and the creatures in the web, so I'm gonna. Do I still have one movement left? I believe so.
You only get one action. To...
Oh no, I moved when I ran up to do the spell. Okay, my turn's ended. That's all I got.
Okay.
I forgot that. I had to move it up to cast the web. I love that. It comes off my cloak.
Okay, so Silk,
I've been racking my brain this whole time.
stuff's bad.
Yeah, shit's bad. Okay, you had mentioned a thing that's kind of meta knowledge,
Okay.
but I'm trying to limit myself.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any amount of, from what Silk has seen, a inkling that there'd be something to handle this here? With all of my past knowledge and exploring what we have so far.
From where you are,
The
and
answer's no, that just defines
from
my decision.
from where you are, unfortunately not.
Okay. So I would have absolutely no reason to believe that I could actually de-petrify the goat.
No.
Okay.
You
And
got
the
this,
goat
Silk.
now
You can do
weighs
it.
3,000 pounds, correct?
Then why does it weigh 3,000
I
pounds?
missed that.
Petrification multiplies your weight by 10.
So he's I guess he's that heavy. Yeah.
It's an interesting point.
So about 10% of my brain wants to convert this entire campaign to an astral plane campaign where we all jump in the bag of holding together.
Nah, you got this. You got this.
All
your wisdom.
I'm trying to figure out a way to move him.
I will
don't know how to move
I will
him.
say, rule of cool and stuff, the safest way for you to move him is to put him in the bag of holding. He will be safe. I will not have him disintegrate in the bag of holding. He is at this point an object.
I do understand that, but the bag of holding can't carry more than 500 pounds.
Well, fuck.
If you go over 500 pounds, it dispels everything into the astral plane.
This seems like a lame rule, that we times the weight by 10.
I've got it. Okay. Doctor, this is maybe a little bit of meta stuff because we're not actually discussing this in campaign.
He's asleep.
But maybe we're like, oh shit. No! No!
Is she sleeping?
I need somebody who can cast Enlarge Reduce. Because reducing an object in size multiplies its weight by 1/8. And for 1 minute, I could carry them in a bag of holding. But the doctor is fucking asleep.
Can you
We're gonna
wait?
need more than a minute to get out.
Is
So
Galu...
you think we could put the thing in the bag of holding? Oh, it's not my turn. Hold on.
So
Sorry.
Mr. Goat right now weighs 3,000 pounds. If we cast Reduce on him... Give me a second, I have to do math.
He's still gonna weigh a shitload.
Problem is, the doctor...
375 pounds.
The problem
That's
is,
just enough to fit in the bag of holding.
unless you have a way of waking the doctor up, this is an issue, because the doctor will be asleep for the next 10 rounds.
Now, okay, how does that stat work? The sleep stat. Unconscious.
We don't
Can
know
he just
what
be woken
can-
up by anything?
Drop.
Does he just get woken up if he takes damage?
You know, you're a fucking wizard.
We don't know what made him sleep, like what caused it,
I'm certain you know that, you know.
or what he used.
Okay. Yes. Target awakens if it takes damage.
Yeah, you
Or
can...
another creature takes an action.
Another
to wake
creature,
up, but
yeah.
You don't have to take damage.
Another creature
You
can
just have-
take an action to, like, slap or fucking shake him awake.
Okay. Okay, but that's a whole action.
Yeah, it's a whole action.
Okay. Okay.
But it might be, I'm just saying, it might be worth waking him up, and the DM is considering this times 10 rule to be bullshit, because how the fuck are you supposed to get out of here?
Like I said, if I can wake him up, we can reduce him. That makes him only 375
But you can only
pounds.
reduce him for a minute, which is no good.
I can cover a lot of distance in a minute.
I mean, you can.
I can go about 2 miles in a minute.
Silk, buddy,
Yeah.
let the DM nerf the rule.
Do you really want to
Okay,
go with this rule where he's too heavy?
If you're gonna nerf the rule, I can change my tactics.
I'm gonna nerf the rule.
So is he saying any of this
Okay.
out loud?
Is your bag of holding empty?
It is.
He fits. Safely.
Okay. Okay, what I need to do is...
With your
And we
arcane
have
knowledge, you know an
and-
empty bag of holding will carry Mr. Goat.
Okay. I'm going to go over to Mr. Goat. And I'm shoving him in the bag of holding.
Okay, I take it Sir Pinch jumps onto you for this.
Please let Mr.
Okay, yes.
Pinch jump out.
Okay, so just for now. I won't take you off the board, Mr. Goat, just so you can still see what's going on, but for all intents and purposes, you are in the bag.
Okay. That was my action.
Okay.
Now, because this is a goddamn emergency, I'm using my Metamagic Adept feature
Mm-hmm.
to make one of my spells a bonus action.
Okay.
And I'm going to use that. It's going to use it up. And I am making Vortex Warp a bonus action.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast that on the doctor.
Okay.
And I'm going to put him in the bag of holding.
Can you put living creatures in the bag of holding?
Yes. They only have 10 minutes of oxygen in there.
But remember what I said about the bag needing to be empty to fit the goat in there.
But the goat is 300 pounds. I have 200.
No, I said you could fit the doctor in. No, sorry, Mr. Goat in if your bag of holding was empty. Not that he was 300 pounds. He is heavier than he normally is. But he is the only thing you feel that can fit in the bag of holding.
Okay. Okay, that's new information. I will work with that. So he is on the cusp limit.
You get the distinct feeling if you put anything in that bag of holding, it's getting vented into the astral plane.
Okay. Okay.
With your arcane knowledge.
Well, in that case, how much movement do I have left? I moved 30 feet so far, so okay. I'm gonna move another 10 feet in this direction.
So he comes with you at all times. There you go.
I'm just struggling to... Okay, yeah, so that's 40 feet. I'm still going to cast Vortex Warp, but not put him in the bag. Wait. I'm not gonna try and carry him. I'm too fucking weak for that. I'm just gonna put him... This was the entrance, right? Down here?
Yeah, the entrance is down there. Yeah.
Okay.
Or the tunnel you guys crawled through to get in here. Yeah.
Okay. I am shouting to Westra to retreat. And Galu. And I am teleporting the doctor as far forward as I can.
So how far can you teleport?
So Vortex Warp is simply within the range of the spell, so
it's
I can
90
do 90
feet
away from me.
Yeah. So hold on, let me just do this for you. Right, so you can get him essentially in the tunnel. There you go.
That's Galu.
Oh, that's Galu though, so let's put him back where he was. Which
I'm so zoomed out, I'm struggling to read. Give me a second. Yeah, 90 feet is right there. That's where I can put him.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no. I have to be real about this. I'm sorry. I'm trying to play the rules.
I know.
I only have 60 feet of dark vision. I can only move him 60 feet. I can't see that location.
Okay, you can't so move him 30 feet.
I'm only gonna move him 60 feet.
Right, so he moves 30 feet back slightly. Okay, there you go.
Yeah. And I suppose that is my action.
I think that is all. Yes?
Yeah, I can't do anything else. I did as much as I could.
Excellent. Mr. Goat has been saved. The doctor has been moved. Doctor, you are asleep. Can you do any kind of save while you're asleep? That's my question.
Did he drop me real hard? By any
Could
chance?
I have dropped him really hard? We went through that whole discussion. I have to teleport him to a surface.
You did.
I can't really drop him.
Yeah.
Could I teleport him upside down on his head so he just teeters
No,
off
unfortunately not.
onto his back?
Mr.
Damn.
Goat.
Can I teleport him standing up so that he falls over?
So this one moves out. It's going to move there, but can do no more. Galu is going to expeditious fucking retreat.
Oh, I need to actually consume my spell slot too.
Okay, you sort that out.
My ad.
So that's gonna move. He's looking for his brother. So that's 70. And then 20. And he's going to use an action, because Expeditious Retreat is a bonus action. He is going to use an action to shake you, Doctor. Ophi! Ophi, wake up! Okay.
Don't fucking call me that!
And you are no longer asleep. You are prone, but not asleep. Okay. The Death Tyrant is gonna... He can't move, right? He is restrained.
Saving throw at
yeah.
the beginning of the turn, I think.
He does indeed. Let's, Okay, he's out.
Fuck.
He's out.
Oh god.
But it is difficult terrain, and I believe... It enters them during this turn. Okay. No! No, it's not. Oh, it's a strength check. It's not even a save. It's a... So we'll ignore that roll. Okay. Fair enough. So he's going to hover back over the webs. Because he hovers. He's going to go to here. You hear a voice in your head. All of you who are conscious and not in bags of holding. Where are you going? Let's roll that one. 5. 4. Reroll. 5, 4, 10. Okay, who can it see? It technically, you did cast web at it, therefore breaking your stealth, unfortunately. So it's gonna first of all start with you with one of these. Please make a Constitution saving throw, Westra. As a green ray fires towards you.
Come on, Westra.
Oh.
That was a fucking 19.
I was too. She's in a panic. She's panicking.
You take 29 points of necrotic damage as this green light hits you, and you feel a rotting sensation take over your very being.
Oh, 29 was it?
And then... Please make a dexterity saving throw. As a second ray comes in your direction. It also wants you to make a concentration save because you got hit with damage for your pass without a trace. So you'll need to make the DC 14 concentration and the dexterity.
Oh,
That's the whoa! That's the doctor's dex saving throw.
For some reason.
oh, sorry.
Yeah, we don't want the doctors because you get a +2 on yours, not +1.
It's a saving throw, right? She gets a +6.
Oh, then yeah.
Fucking.
Okay.
Oh, we're in trouble.
So,
That's a plan too.
you can no longer. So you are now slowed, which means you can't take reactions, and you can either take a action or bonus action on your turn, not both. So, and your speed is halved, so you can only move half your normal speed. However, unfortunately, there is one last ray, which is this one.
Oh, good lord.
Please make a dexterity saving throw.
Bring it on. Which saving throw?
Dexterity, please.
Up here.
Oh, yeah, you need it because it'll. It's me.
Bring it on, you big eyeball. Boom.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh, I'm crying. Okay.
Take 45 points of damage.
I'm unconscious. I might be dead.
Normally the rules would say for this creature that you are dead, but for me, I'm saying you are down, not dead. Because
Well, that's
I am
thank you.
benevolent. So,
That's 2 presents.
however, Westra, now please make a death saving throw.
I don't know what that is. Death savings throw.
On your character sheet, that will be... So, first... diddle-diddle-diddle.
Oh, there it is. We saw the skull. Okay.
Yeah.
Bitch. You better roll this, girl. Come on, Westra.
That is a
Oh,
fail. That is one fail. Okay.
She's toast.
Silk!
Yeah, the dice are literally murdering us.
Westra is now laying on the floor looking pretty lifeless.
Yep. She's gone.
Galu is right next to her.
No, Galu is with the doctor.
You guys all ran away.
Oh. No, that's the soldier. Okay.
Yeah,
I
that's
think you guys
an
all
undead soldier.
Okay, and the doctor is awake.
The doctor is awake.
I'm shouting to the doctor to get a potion ready.
Doctor, you can't
Eh.
quite see what's happening from behind that pillar, but you do hear this.
I'll open my bag, but I don't know which fucking potion to pull out.
Restoration potion. Heal potion. Medicine.
Medic!
And I'm casting Vortex Warp again.
Again? Yep, okay, where are we putting her?
I'm putting her right next to the doctor.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Silk.
And then I am... Let's see here. I don't know if I should use this yet. What distance is my... That's satisfactory. Okay, I'm gonna move 40 feet in this direction. I don't know why it would do that, but okay. And I might actually curve around this pillar so that I'm out of line of sight. And that is my turn.
Okay.
I've used all my meta magic for the day.
Doctor.
So the first thing I'm going to do is potions are a free action.
Yep.
I'm going to throw that down her throat.
Awesome.
You want to
So-
click?
On your potion of healing
Yep.
tab.
I'll just bring Mr. Goat next to you so Mr. Goat can see what's happening.
You get 32 back.
Wow. Am I still unconscious though?
No, that puts you back up on your feet.
You're prone, but you're conscious now. We
Yeah.
can add on
Oh,
32.
Metaphorically on her feet.
Yeah.
She's alive. Thank you for the boon, DM.
It is somewhat confusing as you look around. Yeah. Yeah, it's harsh to just off you like that in this situation.
But not be first.
Yeah.
Been there, done that.
A disintegration ray may be different because I can't explain that away, but you know.
Yeah.
Anything else, Doctor?
Yeah, so that was a free action, so I haven't done shit yet.
Mm-hmm. Do we get up?
We definitely. I don't really need to get up yet.
A little tired still.
And he's petrified, not paralyzed.
Yeah, so Kyrios is he's not actually there as you see him on the map. He is in fact in the bag.
Oh.
Yeah.
Where the fuck's Curio?
In my bag.
Okay. So I think what we're gonna do now at this point is fucking run, right? That's the plan. Run like we've never ran before and get to a holy man because this is well beyond our ability to cure.
You have indeed lost a paladin warlock.
We have not lost him.
You haven't lost him, but you've lost his abilities right now, and he's probably the only person that could cure this condition.
Correct.
Yeah, you found our Achilles poison, petrification. It's a rough one.
All right. So yeah, I'm just gonna get up and run. Let's go.
Okay, I will say, for brevity's sake, I will end combat there. Because that thing ain't getting any closer to you before you guys get into the tunnel and begin crawling away. You have managed to get into that small tunnel and crawl away with everybody breathing.
Yay!
Mostly, except Mr. Goat. You guys scurry through this tunnel as quickly as you can, hearing the laughter of the creature behind you as you get away. But eventually, it goes quiet, and you know you are no longer being pursued. You still have the weird feeling of being watched constantly that has never left you since you have been in this area. But you make the journey and find yourself back in the mine shaft where you originally entered.
Are any of the kobold miners running around again yet?
As you listen, you do hear some noises of tools and stuff being moved around across the cavern, perhaps. Because you have been gone, with getting through these tunnels and stuff, you have been gone a few hours now.
Do these kobolds do blast mining, from what I can tell?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go look for some blast caps.
Okay. So, you head out of here. However, as you remember, the bridge has collapsed across the cavern. So you guys do have free movement now through here. There are no blast caps in this area.
If he's still in the pouch, I was gonna look for a cart, but if he still can tote him.
Yeah, he's in the pouch.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we'll bring Mr. Goat with Silk, because he's in Silk's bag. Okay.
I'm taking a look at the bridge first. The bridge, I'm assuming, is still collapsed. No one has repaired it since we were gone.
So yeah, as you approach the edge of the canyon here, where the bridge was, you do in fact see, I obviously haven't put any on the map, but you do in fact see a few kobold who raise lanterns to look at you and go, hello. Are you okay? You've been gone a few hours.
We need we need clerical attention.
No.
Throw over a couple of ropes so we can make a makeshift bridge.
No worries, no worries. And they set about setting up they do in fact grab some rather large planks that they were actually hauling, looks like, before you got here to try and repair this bridge, because they were coming in to see where you were. And they put these across the cavern and they say, "What need medicine for? No cleric in Senka. What is problem?"
I just show him what's in the bag.
Keep them all in that cap.
Okay, so when you look into a bag of holding, you can't really see anything, so...
Oh, you can't?
And not unless you know what you're looking for, huh?
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Our goat got petrified.
Big man with horns.
Yes.
Stun.
Yes.
Oh, easy. Come with us.
And they will take you up into the little office with where the foreman's office was, where you came into the mine shaft originally. For brevity's sake, I will just drag you all there, because that is where you will also find some blast caps, Doctor. I have left Mr. Goat over there.
Restoration.
It needs to be greater restoration.
Oh.
They bring you here. And I will show the stream where you all are. There we go. Oh, where's my spectator panel gone? There it is. Bear with me, stream, and I will get the spectator over here so you can see. There we go. I'm missing Westra. Did I not drag her over?
I'm up by the
She's
doctor.
right here next to me.
Oh. Okay.
Or Sir Pinch got left behind.
He did, it's fine. We know he's with you at all times. Yeah, so the kobolds will rush into this storeroom where you were in before. You will also, while looking around in there as well, Doctor, find several blast caps if you want them.
Into
And-
the bag they go.
The kobolds will come out holding a bottle of a green bottle with a strange syrupy liquid in it, wrapped in paper around the top with some string. And they'll say,
Give Goatman this. Basilisk oil. Fix it.
Oh, wow.
How the hell do you guys have basilisk?
Do you have any more?
This is Underdark. Many things petrify here.
Nice.
See why my family left. All right, we will immediately administer it to Mr. Goat.
okay,
Yes.
so you roll Mr. Goat out of the bag of holding, administering the basilisk oil.
He's gonna be so mad.
Mr. Goat, are you still with us? As you suddenly feel everything loosen up and stone becomes flesh again, and you find yourself in the foreman's office, where you had not been previously.
Immediately check around for everybody else.
Everybody else appears to be alive and well. Westra somewhat injured, but she's with you.
Like literally half dead.
She's half dead, but
He's healthier than I am.
It was a miracle. Literally.
I will say, because of that, I changed the death ray to save you. You do have a level of exhaustion, Westra.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
So she looks
Probably all,
Westra looks tired. The kobolds will look at the group, confused.
So, what is in mine?
Beholders.
Bill, you kill it? Yes?
Mm,
No.
No?
Do you have any more basilisk oil?
Yes. Come with me.
And they'll pull out what they had left. It's 4 flasks of basilisk oil.
Okay, we're gonna need that if we can.
Yeah, take him and put him in the bag.
Got it.
So, my compatriots, we need to make a decision here. Well, I love the fact that we need to protect these lovely kobolds as they dig for gems and precious minerals for their capitalistic overlord masters.
Of course.
I'm also half tempted to take about a handful of these blasting caps, go down there, blow the shit out of the entrance, and bury that thing forever. So, where are we at, folks? Do we want to go and see if we can become statues again?
If we have some of this oil on hand, we may be able to do things, but I am not sure we should go attempt it this soon.
What do we think the risk is of this thing escaping after collapsing the tunnel?
We have a rest and then regroup and go after it? Or should we go now?
We're definitely not going now.
She's mad, so
I'm going to point at the kobolds and be like, bring us food.
please.
I'll look at Silk and say, well, I don't think we really need to worry about it escaping. It's chosen that place as its lair. I would just try to deter people from going down there to it.
This is a good point.
It's more about keeping people out.
But what does it have? What does it have that we might need?
Death.
Yeah, there's that.
I'm
Well, I think we
I'm
should
so
look
sorry,
more.
Mr. Goat. That was really unfortunate on the rolls. I felt so bad.
Yeah, but
I'm sorry.
I was right there with you. 2, 7.
We almost
Don't worry,
killed Westra permanently.
It took me it hit me 3 times and I'm dead. It's like, dang.
Oh, it's not going to be a TPK.
Well, you guys normally roll so
Hand over
well. You
holder.
guys normally like saves. What is saves? Just roll 20s all day.
Well, just fall on the sword. Literally.
Just a very unfortunate series of events.
Now, obviously,
do
the
think we need
kobolds
to
here
separate
are
them.
mining and creating new tunnels. Is there any way that we can actually prevent them from reopening a new tunnel in that direction?
If the kobolds get told to mine, they're going to mine. That's why they've been marching to their death for the last several weeks.
Yeah, we need to destroy it. We have to get rid of it. And if we have to cause a giant cave-in to do it, then let's do it. Let's blow it up. They can dig it back out again.
You know, I never thought of that. The concept of just killing them with the cave-in. I was really just thinking about blowing up the entrance, but with enough blasting caps, I suppose we could bury the whole sons of bitches.
That's right.
The thing's already undead, though. Probably just regenerate and float through the ruins. Eat more kobolds.
We can set it on fire after we blow it up, and then drown it, and then put holy magic all over it.
I need the
Burn
bathroom
it
while you
up.
discuss your plan. I'll be right back.
Give me a week of prep time and I'll kill it myself.
Okay, Batman.
I killed it.
No, no, no,
Lots of
no, no.
babies.
Catsman.
I just feel bad that we have to do something, I think, to it, or to this area, or we're not helping them.
Seems like it could be a bad idea to leave it down there too. Yes. But we may be
But it's
limited in our
undead, so we need to-
capabilities.
Yeah.
If we go down there and we hit it hard and hit it faster,
Where'd I go?
we might be able to get through. Hmm.
Oh, they're all lopsided. And frozen?
Yes.
Oh.
Not sure what's going on.
I am so sorry. I did reduce the threat on it and the CR. I really did.
I think the smart thing here would be to leave it alone. It's not necessarily about what's right, but what we are capable of.
Alright. Oh, Fate Leos, thank you for the subscription, if you're still there. I appreciate you. Thought I'd just check the chat dead quick. While we wait for the others to return, they might have a connection issue. Happens. Technical difficulties time. Yeah, you are there, thank you. I think Mr. Goat is mad at me for turning him into stone.
Mr. Goat's just had a bad day.
I know you've had a bad day. I didn't mean to make it worse by turning you into stone. That's why I feel genuinely guilty. I gave you basilisk oil. Lots of it. They have a really good dealer because they work in the Underdark.
Yeah, it's still a very dangerous fight for me. If he targets me, he can
Well,
just
to be
one-hit
fair,
me.
you did well to get everybody out of there alive. We did do some rule fudging, but I was like, bruh, this is not how this ends. Not today. No.
I mean, I almost had it without the fudging. It was just going to require a lot of teamwork.
Well, I almost perma-killed Westra.
That would have been bad.
Because Westra today, apparently, saving throws are not her strong suit. Meanwhile, the doctor be making most of his wisdom saves. You know, which is unusual. Thank goodness for the vortex warp spell.
Yeah, how big do you think that thing is?
Oh, what was that? Everything crashed, okay. How big do you think what thing is? What?
The beholder. I wonder if it would
It's
fit in a bag of holding.
a large creature.
Yeah, probably won't fit in a bag of holding.
Yeah.
Worth a shot, though.
It's a big boy. It was difficult enough getting Mr. Goat into the bag.
Can I vortex warp a bag of holding?
I
It's
guess.
just an object, right?
I guess, yeah.
I know how we kill it.
It's not gonna fit, dude.
I don't need to fit him in a bag of holding. I need to fit a bag of holding in a bag of holding. And I need to do it from 90 feet away. Invisible. Walk up to beholder. Put bag on ground. Open. Propped open with stick. Run away 90 feet. Teleport own bag of holding into other bag of holding.
What happens when you put a bag of holding in a bag of holding?
It basically vaporizes everything in a 10-foot radius.
Oh.
Astral Sea.
Yeah. Yeah.
Send it.
Basically, the thing that happens when the bag of holding spills over, it happens in a 10-foot radius around it.
Send it for a swim in the Astral Sea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Do you
Well,
have?
what might be even cooler? It's half of it.
Yeah.
Yes. Send half of it to the
You know,
Astral Sea.
10-foot radius.
Just, you know, half a beholder. Or beholderkin, because it's not a beholder.
Undead beholder,
Ah, yeah.
which apparently needs special rituals to even make.
Nah, just dreams. Think we are getting
Well,
close.
the
Beholders are weird creatures.
They are strange. They are to be fair, like, as the DM, I can also take a lot of creative license with beholder creatures. As well, because they're so weird. I think we're about to receive the Doctor and Westra back any second now. They're lighting up green for me, but I can't hear them.
thing.
And I can't see them either.
Yeah, and
Oh.
I have absolutely no interface on Discord to hit the camera button.
Okay, but we can hear you now.
Excellent.
I'm sorry about that.
Everything crashed.
Yeah.
Apologize for that.
That's so good. We saw. We saw.
So we come to a decision on what we're gonna do.
I have a question for you, Doctor.
Yes.
Can you make a contraption that could hold open a bag and drop another object into that bag from a distance?
I mean,
Like a ghost trap?
what the hell is a ghost trap?
I don't know. It just came out.
It just came out.
What are you gonna call? There's something.
I need something that can hold the bag open and hold another thing above that bag and then drop it into the bag with
Can
no
the thing
interaction.
Be a person?
He
We have a
It
person
needs
drop
to
something
not
into
be
the
a
bag?
person.
he wants to make a bag of holding bomb.
A bag of holding bomb. Okay.
We have 2 bags of holding.
You have 2 bags of holding on hand.
Wait, actually, we can't really use one of them because that's all of our money.
Does one of them have? Yeah, one of them has stuff in it, right?
Yeah. Can you make another bag of holding?
Let me be clear. I do not think that spending the time and effort to make a bag of holding so that we can then destroy it and tear a hole in the astral plane is a smart idea. And I feel weird explaining this to a scholar.
But would it work?
It may work.
If it sounds stupid and it looks stupid, but it works, it is not a stupid spell.
I see where you're going with this.
Have you ever met a pissed off denizen of the astral plane, Silk?
It's a good question. I've been
Roll-
around for a long time.
Roll history.
Okay. History. Give me a history check.
Because you may look, what, 63, but you're, what, 70 something.
That's 22.
Are they gone again?
Bye.
Ah!
Gone.
22.
At the very minimum, I've read a lot of books.
In the very minimum, you've read about denizens of the astral plane, and most of them nasty. Not something you would want to come across. At worst, you know. I mean, to be fair, you could get a giant purple worm here any second. Roll initiative. No, I'm joking.
It's either that or I have one other idea. Depends on how it would work, though. It's physics, so I should probably just not even say it.
difficulties. Well, I think it's actually, I think I know where you're going with this stuff, right? Like you're gonna put the bad guy in the bag and then blow him up in the bag?
Oh no, you won't fit in the bag. That is the problem. But you can put a
Oh.
bag in another bag, and I've been around a while. I've seen what happens when that
Yeah.
happens.
You put a bag.
It's
So
not tricky.
yeah, Westra, you'd probably also be aware that putting bags of holding inside of bags of holding is a bad
Yeah.
move, because what tends to happen is everything within 10 feet gets vaporized.
Yeah, sucked in and gone.
Throwing this
But
out
that's
there.
my big plan back in the. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Couldn't we take a normal bag, put a bunch of these blast caps in it, and have you vortex warp it onto the stone ceiling above it?
Ooh.
He's-
Ooh, now.
This is close to the other idea that I have.
Ah.
Because
I
if
like
I could touch the
I like
ceiling, I could stone shape another 13,000 pounds of rock. But let's make it worse. The doctor can ready an action and cast enlarge on the stone as it begins to fall, which makes it not a... Oh, sorry. I actually ran the math last time. It's 17,000 pounds is the low end. It's like 24,000 on the high end if it's more dense rock.
Yes.
There's not enough. There's not enough schnapps in this.
So I dropped 17,000 pounds on this man. And you cast enlarge on it, which brings its weight up to 136,000 pounds. That's 68 tons. That is 1 ton away from a fuck ton.
I like it.
I
Let's
like it
squish
too.
it like a bug.
Excellent. I'll bring the other fuck in my bag.
I'm gonna crawl under the table and take a nap.
Are you taking a shorty or a longie?
I'm gonna attempt to take a full one. I think we should camp right here.
For now, the gold will to help us.
In
desperate.
all of my time in, I know this is technically meta knowledge that I have, but I want to know if my character would know it.
Mm-hmm.
From my understanding of undead beholders, would I know the problems that involve sleeping around one?
Make a nature check.
Nature. Let's do this. This would be a terrible kind of roll
Well,
low.
if we're in your hut, we'd be safe, right?
Good nature check.
19, nice.
Bear with me. There we go. Okay. You know. Once you're aware, having rolled a 22, you know the creature which you saw in those ruins was a death tyrant. You are aware that if you finish a long rest within a mile of this creature, now that you know about it, you are at risk of suffering the effects of one of its eye rays. However, you know crawling through that tunnel was more than a mile.
Okay. Okay. That pretty much answers the question I would have asked.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna relay that anyways, but then mention that we have traversed more than a mile.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, it is a good thing that we traveled very far away from this thing, because we do not want to fall asleep near it.
And you know, going through the tunnel, like the reason it's obviously not followed you is it's too big for the tunnel.
That's huge. The thing's big.
Wonder how stealthily we could approach it. To note, Doctor, well, I am entertaining the idea of trying to end this thing. I am taking your opinions into account. We may need to just leave this alone for our current capabilities.
We could make armor made of mirrors. Oh no, that's for Basilisk. Never mind. Sorry.
As Mr. Kyrios and I were just discussing earlier, no matter what, if we do not kill this thing, the kobolds will continue to come down here. They will continue to be preyed upon by this thing. They'll dig through the holes. They'll make through the tunnels. So,
And if it gets out,
it's not trapped. I can assure you, the beholder's there willingly.
More of the problem is the kobolds digging another tunnel into its lair.
Correct.
And I assume that they do not have very good geographical coordination down here. They could not be told to simply avoid the area. Unless I am
My
wrong.
apologies.
Kobolds have incredibly good geographical understanding.
I wonder if I could try to paralyze it.
I don't know. Has anybody tried speaking to the kobolds?
I may have been directing this question at a kobold.
Why you speak of us in wrong person? What the fuck? If you're talking to me, talk to me.
I'm so sorry. What was your name again?
Scrum.
Did you say Scrum?
Yes.
Which is wonderful to meet you, Scrum. Are you guys geographically coordinated?
Geographically coordinated.
Do you know what those words mean?
If we show you where the beholder is, will you avoid digging in that area, or will you be forced to dig there anyways?
No, we no dig.
This does not spark very much confidence.
Grandchildren,
I mean-
maybe dig. We no dig.
How long will it take for them to have grandchildren?
What's the lifespan on a kobold? It's the same as a humanoid, right? Just general humanoid creature, 100 years. Yeah. But probably
Unless they're-
when are kobolds mature? Do you know about your race?
Somewhere in the ballparks of like 15.
Okay. So, you know, maybe not that long if they're...
We should have grandchildren by tomorrow.
We already have grandchildren.
They're very
I
prolific.
have 7.
More
Said another one in the corner.
They're just born with pickaxes in their hands.
Pretty much.
Very efficient species.
We make good
Well,
money.
get 'em to- not to have children for 100 years. That's not gonna work either. She's delirious from being sleepy. All right.
It's okay. We put up sign. We put up sign. No mine here. Beholder.
How many of you know how to read?
Tell me, what down there? What down tunnel?
We'll show him. I'll show him.
Big eye of death.
No. Aside from Beholder. What is down there?
Death
Tell-
tyrant.
Money?
Zombies.
But
No
money?
No money.
Riches.
No, it looks like everybody already got there. There was a big scrawled sign on the wall that said, "Dwarves stole all the money first."
Fucking
And then-
dwarves!
It also said something about kobolds being inferior miners. I don't know. If you're interested in that.
The draconic
That's not
cry,
gonna help.
just so you know.
So are beholders susceptible to fire? Like, what's their weakness? Does anybody know? Mr. Silk or Doctor?
I think their weakness is 17,000 pounds of stone.
136,000.
136,000.
With Silk, with your nature roll, you don't note any vulnerabilities that they have.
Yeah.
You know
That's
they are immune to poison and immune to several conditions.
I will relate this.
Hmm.
Yes. So can't poison
Bet they're
them,
not immune to a
Doctor.
bunch of rocks falling on them, though. Hopefully.
I do like this idea. I mean,
I think it's
That's
our
a lot
only
to
option,
wait.
really.
In a lot of ways, I feel like if we have this oil, we will stand a better chance, especially if we get in a good beginning
Yeah.
point.
And we go in with our eyes open.
Well, unfortunately, being petrified is one of the few things that I have no ways of dealing with.
No,
No.
me either.
Oh.
But we have the basilisk oil, so that's a nice band-aid at least, something.
If only it was a ray of paralysis, we'd be fine.
do you think he could be taken by 2 slots?
Could be taken by what?
Do you think it would help
It
if he
wouldn't
had
hurt.
2 slots?
Sluts?
Slod. Is
Everything is
slod the
covered.
plural of slod? Is it slods?
Sleeve?
Slot eye?
Think
Slot
it
is
is
Wow.
slotty. Think it is
slutty.
slotty.
It is
No.
slutty.
So slotty?
Might be thinking of the wrong thing.
What do you call a group of slod?
Whores.
Happy?
Sorry.
What did you say?
I was-
He just went,
Nothing.
whores!
Desmond is gonna have words with you.
No, it's just slod.
Slod is the plural
Does
of
that
slod.
does that make Silk the pimp? I don't know.
So, another. Here we go with more character sheets. He's gonna run his crew. Send in the slots.
Yes,
This slotty's
if
my
we
bottom
wait
bit.
if
You
we
were
wait
very
8
on the
hours,
stick today, Mr. Soap. Sorry.
I believe that I could help prepare us a little bit. But we'd need to rest here.
Well, you believe we have traversed far enough that that would be safe, correct?
Yes. I may even, just to be extra safe, put down a Leomund's tiny hut. Oh, yeah, spells and other magical effects can't extend through the dome or be cast through it.
There you go. So even if you were within range.
This is a very handy spell. How would I live without this spell? How would I sleep?
I wonder if that could be used as a defense against something like that. Like worst case scenario, he casts the hut and we all run it and they can't touch us.
So I'm gonna give a caveat, and then I'm gonna nullify my caveat. So yes, but no. The no is it takes a minute to cast this as a spell.
It's like 10 rounds
As a
of
ritual,
combat.
it takes me 10 minutes. Even if I use the spell slot, which is a 3rd level spell slot, it still takes a minute to cast.
Well, when you cast it as
However,
when you cast it as a ritual spell, you don't actually burn the spell slot. So
yes.
Yeah.
But even if I decided to burn the spell slot to cast it quickly,
yeah,
it'd still take me a minute to cast.
However, which is why in combat it's not really a good idea to try, because you're out for 10 rounds then just casting that. So
however,
and once inside we're still susceptible to come out, they would get us.
Yeah.
But it would give us a protective area, because essentially we could dart out, hit them, and dart back in.
It would, but we'd have to wait 10 rounds to have it.
Now, the caveat to my caveat is I could instill a Leomund's tiny hut inside of a glyph of warding.
You could.
And make it cast immediately, because I've already performed the casting time.
You could just pineapple and...
I kind of like this. I like this idea.
Like a tank, like it's a magic stationary tank. I don't know. Something's mulling me around in there.
I think if we took a rest,
do you
we
need
could
to
be vastly more prepared.
Pick up children's today?
No, but I do got to handle a handoff about the same time.
Okay, so that's in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
More like. Yeah. Like 10 minutes. But yeah, roundabouts.
Okay, I'm just checking. Okay, it's no worries.
All right. To summarize before you go, then. Here's my idea. Because I have just enough spell slots to do this.
I mean, you are also taking a long rest, yeah? Yeah.
We take a long rest. Before the long rest, I burn 2 level 4 spell slots. One of them is for a glyph of warding, and the other one is to glyph of warding a summon aberration.
Okay.
I then burn 2 3rd level spell slots.
Okay.
One of them is for a glyph of warding, and the other one is glyph of warding a Leomund's tiny hut.
Okay. What's the what's the safe word for your glyph of wardings, just so we know?
Oh, okay, we'll just go with one that no one's gonna utter in this universe. It's my favorite number.
What's your favorite number?
47.
Oh, 2,147,482,648.
Okay, there we go. No one's gonna say that. Cool.
All we have to say is my favorite number.
My favorite number.
The messed up thing is I know this number.
Yes. Yes, the
Your passwords must
if
be
you know,
solid.
you know. Basic idea is we can go in and we enter within range, and then I immediately put up a Leomund's tiny hut. I immediately summon an aberration using glyph of warding, and then I summon my own aberration using glyph of warding. We now have 2 aberrations and a Leomund's tiny hut to stay within for the entirety of combat.
But does that still free you up to do your manipulation with the stone?
I would still technically have the spell slots, but I am considering the stone to be more of a last resort. Because I see a lot of points of failure for us actually performing that. Because we'd actually have to go in there stealthy. We'd have to drop this thing directly on top of it.
Right, but if we go in there with the hut, what are we going to do outside of the hut? I don't know what we can still do to take out the beholder. Like,
Oh.
what's, we don't know how to.
Oh, we stay totally protected within the hut, and the entire time we just pummel him by stepping right outside, hitting him, and then stepping back inside.
Do you have the catapult spell?
I do not.
It's my favorite.
Oh, I like where he's going with this.
What are you thinking?
I just feel like that would be a lower cost way to send a bunch of blast caps at the ceiling above him.
Yeah,
I do like it.
yeah, I like that.
I will say this: if we blow the ceiling, we can't explore the rest of the dungeon.
Will it fall on us?
That is a good
Probably.
point. If you
Well-
wanted to see what is in there, and we know from the one tiny shop that that is a very unlooted area that could help us in our quest.
From what I saw of the layout, it seemed that there would possibly be ways around that area even if we collapsed it.
Okay.
Interesting.
This is a very interesting
I
conundrum.
do like the idea of catapulting way too much explosive power into the ceiling.
Because I doubt if I have a chance to paralyze it, since it can petrify and paralyze. It's probably immune to that.
Yes, mini status immunities.
Mm-hmm.
I put everything that I have into my backpack
Mm-hmm.
so that any little small pouches that I have can be freed up to do blast cap pouches.
Okay. No worries.
Nice.
How powerful is a blast cap? How much?
Doesn't it
How
explode
explosive are
else?
we talking here? Like, I'd be worried about throwing a a blast cap against a stone ceiling and just have it go boom, pretty lights. We need to knock the rocks off this person.
I mean, that's what blasting caps are typically for. And I figure if we've got an entire handful of them that we're propelling, that should be enough explosion to. I mean, there's caved in shit everywhere. Doesn't look like this is very stable.
Is there any kind of, like, you guys have any kind of explosive gas that can explode? Also, we could gas them and
I like this
create
idea.
an area around them that's more flammable or destructive. I don't know.
Release some firebolt.
Some napalm.
Hmm.
We don't have that Greek fire. We probably aren't into that either.
I suppose
I like the
to figure
catapult.
out the blasting cap idea, maybe we should gather up as many as we have and see how many there are.
Mhm.
Make a educated decision.
Plus, we could just throw one somewhere and see what it does.
Yeah, or we could stab the thing in the fucking face.
Well,
This is
that's what I
original.
wanted to do.
This
Let's
is
put
what
him
I
in
am
and
thinking. I'm
set
just
him on
thinking
fire.
maybe 2 slots, maybe 2 star spawn. Have I
Maybe
mentioned
lightning.
that Desmond can be a star spawn? Or what's the other one? Oh, I can summon a beholderkin.
Okay, so I'm going to treat the blast caps that you've picked up very similar to some dynamite rules that I've found.
That's my time. I gotta take a break.
No worries, I'll just pop the instructions for that in there. There is a 5e rule set for percussion caps, but it's shit. And considering these are minors, I would consider these caps closer to dynamite.
Did we get an idea of how many we gathered?
And they have a fairly decent stockpile of these, with it being a mine down here. You find a few boxes which contain, you know, 20 in each box, and you see about 3 of these boxes. So there's 60 down there, so you can take as many as you think you need. Carefully, however, I would add.
Is there maybe merit in simply throwing the basting caps at the creature? Do we know how much?
You do have to light them first somehow. Yeah, with them being blasting caps, obviously those rules are for dynamite. With these being blasting caps, I would say that you have to get them to the creature and ignite them for them to go off. If you ignite them in your hand, they will in fact go off, and you'll have to make that dex saving throw.
Fun.
Don't play with fireworks, kids.
So can I hit it
I would
with
say
the
that-
firebolt?
Catapult, firebolt.
Catapult, firebolt.
Pew pew.
Just throw 60 of them at him, and
Especially between Silk and the Doctor, that's an easy feat to pull off.
yeah, I think the primary issue would be hitting it with the you know, it has a radius. He doesn't have to actually target the beholder. He could just target the ground.
Yeah.
In which case it's no longer rolling against his AC. It's just putting it next to him with catapult. And then I'm firebolting an object which doesn't have AC.
So, Kyrios.
Yeah.
Are you also taking a nap on this long rest in the foreman's office? Yeah?
Yes.
During your nap, you have a dream. And it's very similar to the dreams you've had, including Thistle, before. Where the area around you seems distorted, being reclaimed by nature as she carries on in the dream. She says, "My dear boy, you ought to be more careful."
Yeah, I got a little bit ahead of myself.
That could have gone very, very poorly, and I don't just give my favour to people that get turned into stone in mines. So, please, be careful in future. This will help. And then you wake up. However, when you wake up, you notice you're wearing something you weren't wearing when you went to sleep. It's a leather cord with what appears to look almost like a hagstone on it. And you'll find out what that does if you need to find out what that does. Don't take it off, though.
Short break?
Short break, by all means, while we wait for the others to come back. I will meta you now, but you do find out that this is a amulet of stoneproof. It's been forged with the casting of stone to flesh. And yeah, Thistle does not want you to be turned into stone again. The others not so safe, but they have basilisk oil just in case.
Oh, and just because I heard it come up while I was petrified or petrifying, one of the two.
I feel so bad.
For the record, paladins don't get greater restoration.
Do they not? I did wonder, because I thought you have some healing magic. I didn't know whether you had anything to deal with petrification. No.
Nope, greater, we don't get at all.
You get lesser. Okay. Oof.
Yeah, I already had lesser.
I think I already knew the second it happened that petrification is one of those things that is so fucky to deal with unless you have a cleric on hand with greater restoration, which in this party you don't. Which is why, you know, these guys have a decent basilisk oil dealer they work with. You know, because they work in the Underdark, it's fairly handy for them to have it on hand.
I was even desperately looking at everything that I have
Oh.
as far as like. So
I felt so bad. And then I felt so bad when I nearly killed Westra as well. I was like, we ain't doing this. No, that's not how this goes down today.
So like I have lesser restoration always prepared.
Right.
But I couldn't cast it because it has somatic components.
Yeah. Just really unfortunate rolls. I think this is the first time you guys have rolled this unfortunately. Yeah. Oh. We've Westra nearly died. Yeah, you were just turned to stone. Yeah, you were just turned to stone. Westra, she should be dead.
Well, Goat feels responsible.
I reduced the threat level and everything.
A lot of it was like, you knew the plan. Like, I was expecting to have enough time to
I wasn't expecting
for a round.
I totally wasn't counting on a petrification at all. I thought you'd get away. You know, because normally you roll like a god. Okay?
Well, this is one of the fucking bad points of not taking dex.
True, yeah.
I have basically a flat dex.
A flat deck, so when I ask you to do dex saving throws, it's just straight rolls. And it is what it is. Although you did get advantage on the initial one, it was just really unfortunate. Oh. I hate beholders. Does anybody hate beholders yet?
Well, it's my worst save.
Yeah.
Because basically, at least with like wisdom, which I also have a great stat in, I at least have my like proficiency in that save.
Yeah. I would have felt so bad if I'd had to tell Westra to re-roll a new character. It feels too soon to be doing that shit to you guys. You know, I know what this is session 10, right? Well, actually, no, this is session 10 of the streamed sessions. I feel like we're quite a few sessions ahead of that in reality.
Yeah, somewhere around like 5 before we started.
Maybe, yeah, session 15, technically. But it still feels too early for character murder. Just like, no. And you looked so sad when you got petrified and then you just turned off your camera and I was like, I'm sorry.
You know the day I've had. I didn't want to be on camera making faces.
I know the day you've had, and then that's what made it so much worse. I was just like, no. I mean, it did add drama, nonetheless, of the creaking bones with the stone, and then just, and Westra nearly died. But the DM decided death rays aren't death rays. They're mostly death rays.
Stone thing on his neck.
They're only mostly death rays, not actual death rays.
Just thank you for saving me. I appreciate it. I owe the game one.
We were just talking about that, and I couldn't do it because I feel like it is too early for inane character death.
You know, and it was a combination, like, I just couldn't make a roll. So, I'm glad that happened. I mean, I've lost them before. I really like
It's
Westra,
rough that you got 2 of the damage-based rays as well. Because they're not all damage based. Like, he just got put to sleep.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I filled 3 or 4 in a row.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Back when we were doing second edition, there was often times where I would fucking swap out petrification for paralysis, just because it's something that's easier, at least more surmountable by the party than petrification.
To be fair, it's honestly part of it I feel responsible for, because I forgot that these things could do petrification. Right?
Right.
Otherwise, I would have told you the first time you looked in those crates that there was basilisk oil and you would have taken it with you. That is my fault, and I apologize. If anybody's here from my TikTok before we went live, see what I mean? Terrible DMing. Wisdom is not included.
No, we all take our risks. Like, it's a risk. That's where the fun lies.
But, you know, at least I know, group 2, if they end up coming to the Senka mines, I'll be like, oh, basilisk oil, and you have a cleric. Look at that.
Well, since we couldn't put him in a bag, my big plan, right before, luckily Silk went first, because my big plan was, okay, I'm going to set the net on fire, and then as soon as this damages, while that's happening, then Silk needs to run in and jam the bag over the top of him. So that would all, we would all died if Westra had a chance to have her plan. So very good.
Westra's good at the shooty shoot. That's what she does.
That's it.
The shooty shoot and the sneaky sneak.
And the sneaky shoot. Everything else, she's a little bit not there. But yeah, I didn't even think of a defensive plan. So when Silk was pulling everybody back, and when the doc said retreat, I was like, no, absolutely not. And I'm like, okay, yeah, maybe. Please drag my dead corpse out of the cave. I need to rethink this. This is a good challenge, though. This is really making us work as a group and sharpen our little minds. Work together with.
I was saying to the guys, I promise you, I reduced the threat on this creature because it's never my intention to actually. I joke about killing you. It's a joke. Okay.
Who knew we were all gonna roll so badly? All of us at the same time.
Today's cursed. So cursed. Yeah, I will say, yeah, if everyone wants to make a long rest button, by all means do so. Your long rest here will go fine. The kobolds will come in and check on you as they're working away in different sections of the mine and stuff. They'll come along and check on you, see if you're okay, if you need anything. They will hand you weird food.
Before I take that rest, I'm casting my spells.
Yes. You do your glyphs of warding. What do you cast the glyphs of warding on? What do you store these spells in?
So generally I just put them on the ground because they actually don't have an activation range.
Okay.
But you're not allowed to move them from their location. Unless you have different rules for that. I can cater to yours instead.
Don't know.
And with this rest, is it okay if I add that warlock spell that I never chose?
Yeah. You can go ahead. When you grab it on it, so.
Watch it.
Wait.
Plus, that's grass.
Yeah, so normally, like, the glyph of warding, you can't move it, otherwise the glyph breaks. However, the way we've been ruling it is you can cast it on an object and take it with you. And, like, you can chuck it. Like, what do we do in group 1? We cast glyph of warding on things like daggers. Oh, there's a kitten! Oh, he's so cute!
That's sassafras.
Sassafras! He's so cute!
He's a cutie.
Yeah,
I'm
we cast them on daggers and arrows and stored fireball in them.
Okay.
The safe
I mean,
word
that makes things a lot easier.
the
if
safe
I
word
can
was
just throw them on
pineapple,
objects.
and it was very fun. So you can use the same rules if you so wish to put them in objects that can be thrown.
I would love to do that. Let's see if I have anything special in my inventory. If I'm just gonna attach them to random.
Or if any of
shite.
your friends have anything that you can attach it to.
You know,
Attach it to a tattoo on your eyelids. Be hardcore.
I forgot about a thing.
Uh-huh.
The word
This
is
would be a fun place to find out what's inside the flask.
Oh dear lord.
Duke it out!
So all of you see Silk pulling out the
Oh no, I'm not doing that
flask.
right here. God, no. No, I mean in
The
front of
secret
the
flask.
beholder.
Oh!
The undead beholder.
Yeah.
Just walk up to it and be like, hey, I got you a friend. Here you go. Goodbye! No idea who's in here.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put a
No
little,
matter what,
like,
you're-
sprint up to him, put a sign on his back that said, I was the one that put you in the flask, and then release the thing from the flask and run away.
What are the rules on putting something in the flask?
DC 17 wisdom saving throw.
Yes.
Oh, wait. For 1 hour, it's friendly to me. But it cannot take
Nice.
ends that would likely result in its death, so I couldn't ask it to attack the beholder on those who is vastly more powerful than it,
Mm.
which would be terrifying.
But you could pull it out right in the middle of the battle and be like, we have to defend ourselves.
Still have no fucking clue what's inside of it. Just that something is. It could be a bunny rabbit. It could be God himself.
Yeah.
let me just tell you something. People don't put bunny rabbits in flasks. It's a very powerful spell, very expensive procedure. They're not going to do that on a bunny rabbit.
Listen,
Oh.
I am the antithesis to that.
Can we say a big thank you to Fatal Eos for the tip on Ko-Fi? Thank you.
Fatal
I
Eagles.
appreciate you. DMs love coffee.
Okay. I suppose
So we have the blasting caps. We've had a long rest.
He's trying to decide where to put his glyph of warding, I think.
Oh.
Upstairs.
I'd probably attach it to just items that I keep in my bag.
Okay. Which items are those?
I have shards of gold in my bag.
Okay. That'll do.
Oh yeah, the gold gravel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. That will be wonderful.
We use the labor to bribe some poor people. Look at all this gold.
I would also be attaching an addendum to my safe word, depending on the type of glyph that it is. So I don't activate all
Always
of them
good.
at once with the same word.
Yep, absolutely.
Very smart.
Keep those boundaries.
Okay. And
When you do your job,
time
it's
for a
your
long
job.
rest.
Alright.
And this time I will wake up fresh and clear and cast my mage armor because I'm not being stabbed in my sleep.
You know, it's crazy. Wester's feeling vulnerable.
To a beholder, we are all food. I mean,
Right?
come on.
Like, I was
We
looking
are
at my
vulnerable.
sheet over and over going, I got nothing. Oh, stabby, stabby.
Kind of like,
Kick, kick.
as a piece of fried chicken at a banquet, I feel vulnerable. We gonna die.
Right? No. She can run. She can climb ceilings. We can send it over on the broom. Like, I got things. I got things. Okay. They just don't work if you're petrified. Paralyzed anyway.
Well, if things don't work out, we'll bring
Hey,
the roof down.
I can snipe the undead to keep you guys from getting sniped. Like, I got stuff. I love that the web comes off my cloak.
I thought that was cool flavor. I hope you're happy with that.
I love that.
That is cool.
Yeah.
You remember the
You
cloak
do
of
find, when you wake up from your long rest, it appears though those silvery embroidered lines have reappeared in the cloak once you complete your long rest.
You never know when you need
It's fantastic tailoring.
Wonderful tailoring. Magical tailoring.
Yes. Hopefully it's burn proof. Set my dress on fire.
All right, I'm gonna wake up and bang a bunch of pots and shit and make sure everybody's awake and be like, "Time to march to our deaths, everybody! Behold a slaying day! It's behold a slaying day!"
Okay.
Hooray,
Should we
hooray,
review?
it's time to slay.
But we went over a lot of plans. What is A, what is B, and what is C? I vote that plan A is attacking him with raw firepower and Leomund's tiny hut.
How are we gonna...
It's technically impenetrable, I suppose. It can be.
We're kind of using it as a magical shield. So we're
Yes.
gonna run in and out of it.
Yes, that's the idea.
And you can pass in and out of
And
it
pray
from
not
any
to-
direction. And they cannot see you when you're inside of it. So if they
Yeah,
are trying
that's
to get
good.
it within melee range, you can just pop out to the other side. They will not know which
Let's
side you
pray
are
the
trying to
bastard
exit
doesn't
from.
have Let's
So
pray the bastard doesn't have dispel magic.
he...
Can you dispel a Leomund's tiny hut? I would suppose you could. It doesn't say that you can.
So we're gonna go find it again, right? Then what are we gonna do once we find it?
Kill it.
I understand that, but we're gonna... So you're gonna cast the hut, and you guys are gonna throw this stuff, and like, what exactly is our plan?
So we put down Leomund's tiny hut. And we use that as defense. We've primarily focused on ranged attacks. I summon 2 Beholderkins, which have ranged attacks.
Nice.
And Mr. Goat, do you have ranged attacks?
120
We know.
feet.
Yes. Yes.
Doctor. Galu will approach you and say, brother. I did find something on my travels that you might actually find kind of useful. It's not really for me. Bit heavy. And he pulls out an interesting looking device that has a handle, a large flared barrel on the front, and a trigger. He says, I've been told it's not incredibly accurate, but it will do a, it'll pack a decent punch if you do manage to hit.
This is.
As well as this, and he pulls out a pocket full of gunpowder and ball bearings almost that are quite large.
Show me how it works.
I've never seen a contraption like that.
Well, it will
What is
take
it?
will take you, yeah, it's probably 6 seconds to just put some gunpowder in here, and then the ball bearing in, and then we light it here, and then another 6 seconds, you know, another action, as it were, to. It'll be a straight D20 roll to do it, as it's not entirely accurate, but you know.
Thank you, brother.
Excellent. All right.
I will use this to great and powerful portent. I'm gonna grab it, and just for a moment, I'm gonna let the gun frenzy wash over me. I'm gonna hold it tighter, suddenly stand up straighter, start making eye contact with everybody, like, what's up? What's up? And then I am going to place it on my belt.
Okay. I'll
Open
see if I can.
Can you
I
drop
don't know. I don't know if I can import a hand cannon or if I'm gonna have to build it separately for you. But I will have a quick look.
I can look for it while you help with them.
That's okay. You guys were chatting about
I'm
your
a-
plans.
So, I think that this is a good
Look, this
plan
is the
A.
this is the DM feeling bad for nearly killing everybody. Okay, so just.
To be fair, firearm was on the list.
I can cast another web to
It's
like
a-
maybe slow him down.
It's a
I
shit
think that is a
firearm.
good plan. I think that should be
Keep him
part
where
of
we're
plan
at.
A. If we can keep him still, that will help us. And perhaps
Because I
I'm
could
thinking that
cast my
plan
web, and I
B-
could also try a paralyzing arrow just to see.
I think
I
one
think
of
these
the
are all
most
good
useful
things.
things from you, Estra, would be to pass without trace us before we approach.
This could also be
Oh,
used.
now that we know where we're going, yeah, that's good. That's smart. Okay,
Down. A mother load of cups.
this is gonna be awesome. Even enrage the entire group.
I'm literally gonna go back and shoot it in its fucking face.
I know our hair is singed, clothes are dirty.
Shoot you
We
right
had to
in your
eat
fucking
cobalt
face.
food. We're pissed.
Are you trying to give me the one from Crit Roll?
No, I'm trying to give you. Hand cannon 5E. I'll send you the link.
Okay, I'll get it.
Hold
I'll build it if you want.
on, I just need to hide my desktop dead quick. Display, capture, hide. There we go. They can still hear us, but they can't see us right now. No.
We're all naked.
Stop it!
Wow, Mike.
Quickly, put your clothes
Right.
back on. Ah! It's fine.
Pull it out soon.
What the
My mic is
question?
very large
What
when
if
we're off
it
screen.
doesn't go out?
Yes, fatally yours. That is what a British person sounds like when they have sex. There you go. I am arriving. Yes.
Gold gravel, stocks and bonds.
You see, it's a homebrewed hand cannon. It's shit as an introduction to firearms, but you don't
That's
need.
all right. All I need.
But you don't need proficiency for it per se, because it's a straight D20 roll to hit.
I'm automatically proficient with it if I'm aware of its existence as per the rules.
Okay.
But yes, this is the stepping stone because I'm actually going to buy I think it's a pistol.
A decent gun, yeah. But yeah, this
Are
you don't.
guns a recent invention?
They are newer, yeah. They're not
Okay.
super common in this world.
I'm totally down to have almost zero knowledge on guns.
Yeah. They do make them in Wirath. Not in Talaria, but in Wirath they make them.
They just haven't explored them yet.
Yeah. But yeah, with the hand cannon, you do not add your proficiency bonus because it is that inaccurate.
Yep.
It's a
That makes
piece.
a lot of sense
It's a
there,
piece
but
of
just
shit, but
It could work.
I will say because you guys are level 8 these days, instead of the 1d8, this will do 2d8 piercing damage.
Excellent.
Okay. But I can add this into your sheet and build it separately at some point. Because it's not in plutonium, so...
How complex is the mechanism?
What's gonna happen?
Mr. Goat, as discussed, your lovely new necklace does as I mentioned. Okay?
You just roll a 20-sided dice with no bonuses whatsoever.
Oh, I thought you had to get a natural
Yeah.
20
No.
or it would go misfire.
No.
So I was like, your doctor can carry it. I'll stick with my stabby, shoot.
I'm curious as to how complex this this blunderbuss that you received is.
Pretty simple. You pull this little curved area after you've loaded it, and it goes boom.
Do you think it would work still if the barrel was made of stone?
What? Please do not mess with my invention. I just got it.
Oh, I don't want to mess with that. But if you perhaps had a second one that was made of stone, do you think it would still
You
work?
could manipulate the stuff into that shape.
You can make an investigation roll or something for that if you want.
Really?
That's what I meant, my
Do it. Let's do an investigation. Here we go.
Nice.
From what Galu said about this weapon, you know that if you were to make this weapon out of stone, it would essentially shatter on the first shot. It would become an exploding hand cannon.
Would it work on the first shot, but then destroy itself?
I mean, the shot would go out. It would be wildly inaccurate, but yeah. Again, that would be a D20 with no proficiency bonus. With an exploding gun, which hurts the wielder as well, unfortunately, unless they make a DC 16 dexterity saving throw.
I would also say that you need more than the stone.
Yeah, you do need
construct.
more than the stone to construct it as well. Yeah.
Well, I figure if it's a one-time use cannon.
It's unfortunately the moving parts and stuff required. You need more than stone. You need springs and all kinds of stuff. I've never seen somebody make a spring out of stone.
I actually have, but that's a.
I mean, ceramics is different. Ceramics is not the same as what we're talking about here. Okay. What you can do is a crude reshaping of stone, not ceramics. Okay.
Actually, I have an idea.
He's like, well, I'm proficient in pottery. Like,
What can I say? I have a lot of time on my hands.
And we made this guy younger.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, boomer.
I think I am a little older than a boomer.
Actually, are you like Gen X now at this point? Are you 63 these days?
It's a good question.
Because you were 79, and I think now you're 63 or something like that. After
I was
you...
70 and now I'm 63.
Yeah, you lost 7 years. Yeah.
Interesting question for the far future of a different character.
Uh-huh.
If you were a druid and you only age 1 year for every 10 years and you were to drink one of those potions.
Oh, God!
Wow.
To be fair, those potions, they do have a minimum. I believe you can't get younger than 13 on them.
Like I said, far future.
But if you only age 1 year every 10 years, then technically you just wouldn't really change, I guess.
Well, here's the thing that I was wondering is, would it subtract biological years, or like the years that mean nothing?
I
as
would
they
say,
pass
yeah, I would
from
say the
druid?
potion of longevity subtracts biological years. So if you were a druid that had lived for 20,000 years, it would definitely make you younger. Or even 200 years, it would be able to make you younger. 130 years, it can't make you younger physically, because that's the cap
Right.
on it. But
Right.
if you were 140, it could make you look 130 again, aka 13. Or, you know, the potion of longevity is fucky, it could also make you older. But in the case of a druid, biologically older, it could turn you from 140 to 350.
Are there any
See, that's kind of what I was thinking. Is when he has a midlife crisis and he has enough time to go either way, he might experiment.
Okay.
Well, Silk drank it. Now he's pinging off the walls. We all want one now. He's been running around like crazy.
Well, you know where you can buy one, at least, I
slightly more
guess.
arrogant.
I can hear the sound in my head. Ding, 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 ding.
Are there any blasting caps that are pressure activated?
No, they're just standard blasting caps.
Damn. I'm thinking about using gunpowder and stone shape to make grenades. Shrapnel grenades.
We already have explosives.
Yeah,
but they could have shrapnel.
I'll be
It makes
under,
the explosive
I'll be under
better.
here when you talk some sense to him, okay?
And I guess the question would be, if I built a nice shelf and I had all of the stone in the right spot, I could use one casting of stone shape to convert a 5 foot by 5 foot by 5 foot cube worth of stone and gunpowder at the same time.
Talk about
Could probably make a good, like, 700 grenades.
boom. We'll never make it out.
We would never know if they were reliable.
Yeah, the main thing is I need something where when you throw it and it hits something hard enough, it just explodes. What's that?
Hand cannon is live.
Hand cannon is live. Delicious.
Okay.
Can I make a...
Are we ready? Ready? Oh, good.
We good with just blasting caps? What are we doing here?
That was the plan,
Let's go
right?
keep-
That is plan B. Fill bags with blasting caps and catapult them at the feet of not the feet, the chin. Catapult it at the chin of the beholder.
Right at its eye.
I don't think it has an eye.
It has an eye socket where that bag will sit real nice.
Well, I figure if we target the ground around it rather than its face itself, then it doesn't really have an opportunity to dodge.
I'm just thinking catapult damage and explosion damage.
It could be good.
Someone holds an action to firebolt the catapulted object as soon as it makes contact.
I do like it. That is plan B. And finally, plan C is dropping a rock on it. A big rock.
Yes.
I will
Big.
I would probably dispel one of my systems, cast haste on myself, and scurry up the wall so that I can touch the ceiling. Rocks fall and it dies.
All right.
Not everyone.
I'm gonna find a little sack. Little
Yes.
sack somewhere around here. I'm gonna stuff the blasting caps inside.
Mhm.
I'm gonna put a rock in there.
Mhm.
I'm gonna tie it up real snug, not too tight, obviously. I'm not. I'm an artificer. Okay, I know the shit. I'm gonna tie it up. Make sure that it's less than 5 pounds,
Mhm.
roughly, because blasting caps, they don't weigh shit, so it's a small rock. But just enough that I know that I can use the catapult spell on it.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna ready that up. Get that tied up.
Okay.
Put that on my thing. Check my firearm and my piece, my gat, if you will. My man's not hot.
I break into your house. I lick your cat.
I have a painful question. You can tell me not to ask it.
Oh God.
Don't ask it. No.
The DM can tell me not to ask it.
What's it about?
In
In 5 words or less.
Cast enlarge, bag, explosive.
I mean, he could,
Bigger?
but it would make bigger. It would obviously become bigger, but bear in mind
Brilliant.
he has to an action to catapult, and he wouldn't have another action to enlarge it. And then obviously
That's a different question.
Because at the end of the day, one of you needs to catapult it, and the other one needs to firebolt. Because both you and the doctor know catapult and firebolt, right?
Well, the question
Between
would be,
you?
if you had an explosive and then you had 8 times the amount of explosive,
It would make a
that be
bigger
worth getting rid of the
explosion.
catapult? Well, at that case, maybe a particularly strong goat could just throw it.
It depends how close you want him to get to that thing that petrified him and turned him into stone last time he was in there, Mr. Goat. How do you feel
It was
about
mostly a question for the future. Perhaps make an explosive, make it bigger, and then make a boom.
If
Or
a bag full of explosive caps hits a surface at the speed of the spell, because the speed of the spell is instantaneous. I'm assuming they're gonna detonate.
the way we were treating the blasting caps, because I was trying to find rules for them. If you scroll up in the chat slightly, we are treating them very similar to dynamite.
Okay, so they need an ignition source then. Is
You
that
need
correct?
to ignite them, yes.
Okay.
do we have any?
Okay, that's fair.
Do we have any flint and steel lying around?
You have firebolt.
I know. But do we
I
have
have
any
flint
flint
and
and steel?
Do you
we
have
purchase-
flint and steel?
Well, if
Yes.
we just had shards of flint and steel carefully placed inside of the bag, then the impact would create sparks. And it
So
would
who's
detonate on
carrying this
impact.
bag if you do that?
Mm-mm.
I love how this has just become Silk thinking of imaginative ways to kill his friends.
To kill all of us.
Perhaps you put the steel in
imagine-
there and you carry the flint separately, and then you put the flint in right before you throw it. Or
Again,
catapult it.
seems all a long shot.
This is mostly trying to put as many ideas into our head as possible, so that when the shit inevitably hits the fan, we have more fans to turn on.
I am shooting DM, and I'll go scrounging if I need to, for 2 bags of 10.
Of course. We discussed when you were gone. I think there's plenty for you to take. So.
Okay, so yeah, I'm
I'll
gonna
grab
go.
a bag of pen myself as well.
You get a bag as well? Okay.
I'm gonna yell at him to make it exactly to my specifications.
Okay.
If it's
Can I
too
follow
heavy,
along?
I can't use it.
Can I follow along and also make bags?
There's enough for you to make a bag as well. Yeah.
Okay.
So 4 bags. I can cast a spell 6 times.
Are you putting shards of flint and steel in yours, Silk?
I'm not putting shards of flint and
No?
steel in mine.
You sure?
It would be a real easy ignition source, buddy. Real easy. Real
You just
fucking
run a little too fast. Just.
Maybe I'll keep a little bit of flint and steel off to the side in its own pouch.
Okay.
To be fair, he's already a hairless cat. Can't burn
Yes,
his fur
but
off.
he could also become a skinless one quite easily. You know what they say? There's more. You know what they say? There's more than one way to skin a cat.
Skinny cat. Oh, nice.
Nice.
I just don't appreciate that.
Actually, I don't remember the way.
I don't remember the way. It's through there. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
with the
back.
brevity's sake, if
This
you
way.
guys are setting off, I will say that you guys set off back towards where you were. The planks that the kobolds have put down across the cavern are still there. You guys make your way across with your bags of blast caps slash dynamite. And you begin making your way through the same tunnel. About 40 minutes into your crawl through the tunnel, you are brought back to that uneasy feeling of being watched. As you
Yes,
approach
you
the
son of a bitch.
ruins you were in before.
You want me to cast? I'll cast. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm sorry.
No, that's the wrong thing. Don't do that. Ah! Forget what I said! It's not what I meant!
So, I'm going to try something
Yeah.
and let you determine if it works.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to approach the doctor,
Mm-hmm.
ask him which one he's going to throw first.
Okay.
Oh,
Touch
by the
that
way,
one.
sorry. It looks like Westra did not take a long rest.
Oh.
Injured.
Westra, take a long rest.
Thank you for noticing me. I needed it.
So, I'm just going to try this. I have no idea if it'll work, but I touch the one that he's going to throw first, and I try casting magic weapon on it. It only works if you consider that a weapon.
It's an improvised weapon.
I definitely built it to be a weapon.
Okay, so it's
So
got a
now
plus.
+1
It
on
has a
Sweet.
+1 on it, yeah, to go where you want it to go.
I love it.
Westra, you said you cast Pass Without a Trace on the group as well.
Yes. On the group. Yes.
Okay, so we'll say you go ahead and do that. Question, when you guys emerge back into the ruined area, so when you come down here, you do not see the creature waiting for you.
Crap.
It appears to be quiet, but you definitely feel like you're being watched. Obviously, from where you are, you cannot currently see the creature.
Great news. The beholder is terrified of us and is hiding somewhere in a corner, weeping like a baby.
Mhm.
It fears our power.
How loud do you say that?
Loud.
Oh my God.
God! This was not the plan.
Interesting.
Oh my god.
Do you want to see where the beholder is, or do
I
you
was
want to
gonna
not
sneak
see where the
ahead and
beholder
try to
is?
see it, but I don't have
You
that
hear a
vision, so-
voice on the wind. You came back.
Found it.
Yes, we were feeling peckish and needed a snack.
Try not to give it the heads up when we get there.
Which would you rather have? A beholder in eye line or a beholder somewhere in the darkness?
A beholder somewhere in the darkness. The eye line didn't work for me. All right, let's do this. Ready, go.
I move slowly, but I lead the group.
Are you moving stealthily or
Yes.
roll
Yes,
stealth,
trying to.
please?
Trying to.
Yeah.
We're all gonna roll a stealth roll.
I
Plus
think
10.
the doctor does it with disadvantage, in my opinion.
Oh my god.
Nice.
That's another 34.
This one I will roll privately.
God damn it!
It's a 17 because we have passed
It's
without
possible.
trick.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I have a feeling you're going to be seen.
I can't attack it if I can't see it.
Come on,
So you
Westra.
called it a bitch?
Yep. Nice. 27.
Okay.
Westra just disappears.
Literally.
Fucking clips through the floor. Alright, and we're doing this with disadvantage, yeah?
You are, yeah, with your loud mouth.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
I mean, that's not bad.
Fine,
That's not bad.
It's still better than the ghost.
However.
We are so focused.
This man yelled at the top of his lungs and couldn't out yell the armor clinking together.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So where are you going?
I'm
Plus
just
10, so
taking.
you-
I'm staying very close to the goat.
I will say, who am I highlighted on right now? Hold on. Wait, I just need to make sure none of you can see anything yet. Nope. Nope, you're all good.
Close to someone who can see.
However. I take it some of you see that.
Yep.
Okay, so interestingly, as you see these shambling undead soldiers walk around the corner, you notice that as you hide in the shadows behind this column, they haven't seen you. What would you like to do?
I'd continue to sneak up the column to where I'm not moving ahead of anybody else,
Okay.
and we can kind of.
And you're staying in Westra's pass without a trace orbit. Yeah. Because to be fair,
little
to be
telepathic
fair, with a
whisper.
7, you want to stay in her orbit. Yeah.
Very much so.
I give a telepathic whisper to Galu
Uh-huh.
to maybe keep that crab spell ready if problems arise.
Keep the what ready?
Crab spell.
Oh, the crab spell. Oh, and do you know who we haven't added in, speaking of crabs? There you go.
There he is.
I have to stay with you guys. A, I can't see very well, and B, you guys needed my radius.
Give me like 2 minutes, guys.
Okay, no worries.
Less than that, hopefully.
Beat.
Undead.
Yeah,
As they
skeleton.
creak around, not being able to see you, it will actually start to walk back this way.
I'm going to recommend we try sneaking up the side this direction.
That's good with me.
Galu coming along.
Gallo is coming along. As is the spectator. Yes.
Gosh. You can tell you've made your players afraid when we keep on moving in 10-foot increments.
We're a little leery.
We just don't want to get spread out again. Just making sure that you keep up with the rest of that.
And I'm just
Yeah.
kind of doing the checking corners things before I fucking go
Yeah.
around them.
You guys are going slowly and carefully.
Yes.
You hear a voice on the wind. Where are you?
Oh shit! What the- no! Ah! Are
Mommy,
the lights
no!
flashing?
There's no light.
I'm looking for a closet to hide in. Get down! There's gonna be a haunting. Ghost event.
Oh,
Gonna
hold on, let me
sneak in
move
our
your
end.
circle with you. Da.
I also forgot to make Sir Pinch go on a long rest.
It's okay, we'll find him. Do you have him
Does
with
he have
you?
anything that retards?
What?
I think he took damage actually in the last
Yeah,
combat.
Yeah, he was 4 points short. That's
I
only.
do think
that's
he
the only
got
reason I
stomped
noticed,
on.
because he was injured.
Okay.
Life is good. Life is gold. Life is you.
Peek around the corner.
Where is it? Where is it?
It's like a slow movement.
It's just proper role playing.
Okay.
Approach the
Right.
corner. Peek
Just
around.
gonna...
Ooh, he's close.
Okay, so, Mr. Go, I take it you have seen him now.
Yes, I peeked around the corner.
Peeked around the corner. You see the back of the skull as he's moving away from you.
I kind of hand gesture instead of speaking. Kind of mark out that he's
He's there, yeah.
his general distance. Mark out that he's about 50 feet from me.
Okay. You see him as well, Silk, because he's moving away. So he moves about there then.
I'm gonna slowly slide my gat out of its side strap.
Oh my god.
I'm feeling so intense right now. It's like,
Dun 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 dun.
yeah.
Dun. He's also just gonna hide kind of around the corner, to be honest.
I'm gonna let out a little telepathic whisper,
Okay.
and do you guys think that we should open up with a surprise attack with the explosives?
I'm gonna nod.
I
Oh,
ready in
yes.
action to when they do that and the explosion sets off. I'm going to target him and cast Eldritch Blast.
Okay, so what I will say is we're gonna roll initiative. However, you guys have the advantage of surprise here. So you will do a whole round without these guys taking a turn. So we will all roll initiative. Didn't mean to roll for a dead character. Was my mistake.
Wonderful.
And we will begin combat next session.
Oh.
And you will have your surprise round next session and see how your master plan plays out then.
I should probably use the things that I had memorized if we're gonna do that.
And yes, thank you very much, Fatal Eos, for being here and for your donation this evening. And anybody else who is watching, if you're watching on the YouTube, thank you for joining us. Don't feel free to check out all the other socials. We are everywhere. And we will catch you on Wednesday with the TikTok edition group next week. Not this week, next week. I may be on playing other games in between now and then. I am going to try and do some more general video gaming in the future when I can find time. I really do want to try, so hopefully we'll see more of each other then. But until next time, I hope you all have a wonderful evening, day, afternoon, whatever time it is in the place you're in the world, and we will see you then.